Hello and welcome to this pick a pile. I kind of thought I would do like a fun what I need to do for the new year. So we are just going to do, I just use this like cool deck, the mystical Canibis Oracle deck, and then I just use like my butterfly affirmations because I love them. I'm gonna keep this one like kind of simple. And remember, if you view this in like, I don't know, like in March of like this year or like in the summer, it's okay because the messages are still gonna be there for you when you need to get the messages. So don't worry about that. So I am just gonna ask you to do what I always ask you to do. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Ground your body in where you are currently. And I'm gonna have you focus on one of these rocks or one of these piles and close your eyes if you need to, but just keep on breathing. You can pause the video, take as long as you want, and then pick a pile and we'll go on from there. So this is the messages that you need. This is pile number 1, 2, and 3. All right, so let's get started with pile number 1. Hi, my pile number 1 humans. So you guys got, these are oracles, so they're not in reverse. So you guys got Yemaya, here, let me go like that so you guys can just see. And I'm gonna just read these from the book because I like what the book has to say. So this is for pile number 1, and then I'll like talk about it a little bit after I read it. Because these are like, it's like a very specific deck. So page 90. Okay, Yemaya. Yemaya is the river of Orisha of the Yoruba people, sorry if I butchered that, of southern Nigeria, a queenly mermaid whose tail is covered by 7-layered skirt to symbolize the 7 seas. Coral crystals, tiny bells, and pearls adorn her outfit and her hair. A small cannabis wreath, as we saw, sits in her hand. The oracle's sacred number is the number 7, and her sacred animal is the peacock. Blue and white swirl around this card, creating a calm and contouring energy around you. Yemaya is known as the mother of all living things. She aims to bring comfort and cleansing to all who encounter her. On her chest sits a cannabis leaf because she helps mortals with learning to love themselves and healing for the emotional body. The peacock represents the feet and of all birds, symbolizes the deception of the phoenix. Depiction, sorry. I can't read. Maybe it's because I know I'm being recorded. Of the phoenix. The legendary bird of restoration that rises out of its own ashes. When besides Jamila in a reading, her powers are amplified. When this card appears, it is time to take a walk by the river and remind yourself that you can rebuild yourself when the time comes to rise. Okay, cool. So this is the card again, just in case you guys want to. Let's see, is it focusing? Okay, cool. So this is all about rebirth. It's kind of funny that it's a new year reading. So it's all about rebirth, and then I feel like for her it's like rebirth with nature. So maybe that's why you guys were drawn to this blue stone. I'm thinking that you guys want to be or like being somewhere that's like by water and that calms you. So maybe take like a nice trip by a lake or something. It doesn't have to be like a crazy trip, but maybe that's like what's calling you right now, to be out in nature and to kind of like meditate with water or flowing water. Or if you can't do that, maybe go sit in a bath or do something with water, because I feel like that might be something that's very healing for you and might help you like spark some new ideas. Nothing is impossible for the heart. Love will always find a way. So I don't know if you guys are like thinking about love, or well, I mean, like water is like symbolic of love as well, so maybe that's what you guys like, that's what's on your mind. So for the new year, I'm thinking that there's going to be renewal and love coming for you. There's going to be renewal and self-love as well, and I think that's what primary is, because this is like the mother of all living beings, right? So like, I feel like you need to be nurtured, and you need to nurture yourself first and foremost. Thank you so much for watching this reading, pile number one. Let me know if you guys want like an extended version of this, because I know I kind of like made it a little bit tiny, but it's just like the first time I'm doing something like this, so I thought, you know, like, why not experiment? Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want more of this, I can do longer readings. I can do like yearly readings, like stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what if it resonated with you and what you guys want to say, because I would love to communicate with you. All right, I'm going to send all your energy back. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, pile number one. And now we are going to pile number two. So you got Osupa, vision. Ooh, I like it's like night and dark, like light and dark, and it's like night and day. That's kind of cool, and they're like intertwined. That's, I really like this picture actually. And it's like the moon's behind them. That's cool. And vision is your word. So let's see what this card says. Okay, here we get a long-awaited glimpse of the dark side of the moon, which is a reflection of the collective memory. Usupa is a card of dreams and illuminates the inner world of your fears, hopes, and feelings. The brain is very powerful, and it cannot decipher the difference between when you imagine an event and when you experience it. The imagination is one of the powerful tools in your metaphysical toolbox, and you use it as a means of healing or replaying the old programming that keeps you stuck in a lower frequency. Your subconscious resides between your temples. They are called temples for a reason. Usupa works with the heart. This is home to the seat of the soul. Usupa works during the night when your dreams and visions come alive fully. In the light of the moon and the darkness, it is time to turn your attention within the start of work on your dream escape. This is the card of a dreamer, the creative, the artist, the musician, the free spirit. It is time to listen to the symbolism coming forth in your dreams and journal. When Usupa appears in your spread, it is time to ask yourself, am I ignoring my shadow self? Am I having nightmares because of unresolved issues that I keep replaying? Ooh, this one's like very, very deep. Let me bring it back up again so you could see. So this one's all about light and dark, and all about facing yourself with the darkness. So like, what you need to know for the new year, I think, is to be able to connect light and dark together, and be able to kind of like balance them and understand yourself in the darkness, which I think is kind of a very it's a very powerful message, because a lot of us don't like being in the shadow or working on our shadow selves or understanding things that we did wrong, but that's the only way that we can improve. And I think that's what you need to know for the new year. You need to know how to improve yourself, and like what to do to improve yourself. And I think it's gonna be sitting with a lot of emotions, like a lot of emotions that you may not have wanted to maybe hear or deal with, but there you go. All right, so this is the card that you picked, the butterfly. If you want to look at that. And then everything happens according to divine timing for best results. So, yeah, whatever is coming up for you, whatever visions are coming up for you, they're just coming up for you because right now is what you need to do. So for you, I feel like this year is going to be really good for you. It's going to be good for your mental health, for your understanding, for your visions that you have of the future. And I think a lot of it is just going to come inwardly. It's like inwardly going out rather than things coming from the outside. It's more you bringing yourself to what the world is and kind of like living together in like a symbiotic way. So pile number two, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I am going to send you your energy back. Appreciate you very, very much. Leave a comment. Let me know if this resonated with you. If you want longer readings, that's the same thing that I told pile number one. But now we are doing pile number three. Hi, pile number three. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. So you guys got Irawo, restoration. So maybe this year you're going to be working on a lot of restoration, and it's like a year to restore. Maybe you've been working really hard the past few years, and this is like more like self-focused, but we are going to read this and see. So, the energy of water has memory and connects you to the unified field where the whole of the source resides. We all come from a creative energy, and within that energy is where you can find freedom. Behind them is the hemp stalk and the Nigerian Ibitaman Malabi. Iro is a card of healing for both inner and outer purposes, which will alter you as you go through the changes you encountered in Iku, Guru, Ethan, and Ifarada. These are other cards in the deck. The stars have always provided us with an infinite perspective and sense of possibility. Iro reminds you that your ancestors lived so that you would not have to ask permission to. You do not need permission to exist. Thousands had to love you to be here. Oh, wow, that's so deep. Conjure that feeling of having an overflowing vase and pour yourself a sense of relief. It has already happened. If Iro has appeared in your spread today, please ask yourself, am I showing gratitude every day? Do I believe it will work out for me in the end? Do I believe in my blessings? Okay, so initially I thought this was like more self-healing. It is self-healing, but it's self-healing in like a different way. And that way is more of like, I deserve to live here. I deserve to be in the space that I am. I deserve all the things that I have. And I think maybe you guys are working a lot, and I just get like a pile 3 is like a hard worker, and I feel like you don't feel deserving of the things you have. You just have to keep working and keep working and keep working. So I think that one of the things that you really need to do is focus on that aspect of healing, of being deserving, because you are deserving and you're amazing and you're beautiful. And I can't wait to see what this year has in store for you. So pile number 3, this is going to be your butterfly card. I have confidence. Let's see. Okay, I have confidence in myself. I'm ready for everything that life offers me. There we go. You have confidence in yourself and you are ready for everything that life offers you. So I think you just have to work on your confidence and your like self-love. And that's the message for this new year for you. Let me know if you guys want extended readings. And thank you so much, everyone, for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. Leave a comment. I would love any kind of feedback, because I'm new to this and I'm just doing it. And I would just, feedback always helps improve and stuff like that. So thank you so much. I do live streams. I am like super active. So if you guys have any questions about private readings, like really in-depth readings, let me know. I'll leave my email in the description, and have an awesome new year. Bye.